Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
How wonderful it is for us to be celebrating. Shabbat Shalom, Tatum. How you doing there, kiddo? Hi, Roman. How you feeling? Yay, Trevor. You guys good? Excellent. Okay, perfect. Yay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to whisper. Can you hear me now? Perfect. Yay! Shabbat Shalom. What a wonderful Shabbat for us to be joining together. We get to celebrate our brotherhood and all of the wonderful things and the celebrations and all that they do for us and for our congregation, and especially for our youth, who we have all right back here. It's awesome to have our youth here because really the work that our brotherhood does is to perpetuate, is to build on, and to make our youth stronger along with making themselves strong. And speaking of our youth, we get to celebrate as a young man is becoming bar mitzvah this Shabbat. Yes, I'm talking about you, William. How you doing, kiddo? I am sure, William, your head is all over the place right now. Yeah. Do you have the Torah blessings going through your head? Yeah. Do you have your Torah portion going through your head right now? Kind of? Okay. You know what you really should hopefully have going through your head right now? The candle lighting in Kiddush. Because you know why? Yeah, we're going to do it right now. Because we're going to welcome Shabbat. So mom and dad, underneath your seats right there are your prayer books. So if you want to grab a prayer book right there, I am really honored to be inviting forward Melanie and Justin Loxmo along with our bar mitzvah. William, come on up. Just leave that right there. Perfect, William. Come on up here. We're going to Shabbat Shalom Loxmo family. Welcome. We heard you were stuck in traffic. Hi, welcome to California. I get it. I came back. I went to Santa Monica yesterday. Thought leaving at 3 o'clock, no problem. It's before traffic, right? How many of you know that there's traffic at 3 o'clock on a Thursday coming back from LA? Why did you not tell me? Oh my gosh, it was crazy. 3 hours. So I'm really sorry, but you're here now. So, okay, so family, now that you've all been on the bus, breathe. Let it go. Hi, I'm Rabbi Heidi Cohen. Nice to meet you. Cantor David Reinwald. We're glad you're here. Take a breath. If you have a cell phone or anything like that, go ahead, turn it off, put it away. All of us, put them away. All right, so that way we can totally connect with one another while we disconnect from everything else. It's a good thing. And we get to connect with you, William. What an awesome blessing. You're becoming bar mitzvah. Did you ever think this day would come? There you go. Guess what? It's here. Yay! I know. It's exciting. This is good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to light our Shabbat candles. We're going to go ahead and welcome in Shabbat. And we light 2 candles because I don't know if you remember this or not, but the 10 Commandments, we find them in the Torah 2 times, once in Exodus and again in Deuteronomy. They're slightly different between the 2. One reminds us that we're supposed to observe Shabbat. The other one is that we're supposed to remember Shabbat. That's why we have 2 candles for Shabbat. So we're going to go ahead and light those now. How are you with one of these lighters? I'll be your lighter. You're going to guide my hand. How's that? There you go. Okay, there you go. Guide my hand. All right, perfect. We're going to light these 2 candles together. Beautiful. All right, take it over there. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, blow it out. There you go. Perfect. All right, as we all turn to page 2, and we'll join together with the cantor as well.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של Shabbat.
Beautiful. Now, for our Kiddush tonight that William is going to be leading us in, which we're going to find on page 5, you have for us, you're using a special brand new Kiddush cup that is all yours. So we're so excited that you get to use your Kiddush cup for the first time. So I just poured grape juice into it, so you are all set. So William, will you lead us, please, in our Kiddush on page 5?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzah banu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava ve'uvratzon hinehi lanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom tehila lemikra
Yetziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'charta Ve'otanu kidasha Mikol ha'amim Ve'shabbat kodshecha Be'ahava uvratzon Hinchatanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Some grape juice. Go share it with mom and dad as well. Melanie, mazel tov, some sweetness of this Shabbat, which is truly the sweetness of this amazing young man that both of you, thank you so much for bringing him to Torah. Most importantly, thank you so much for being a part of our family of Temple Beth Sholom. We are so proud of you. And you haven't done much yet, have you? Pretty cool. Yeah, we are. We're so proud of all that you are yet to do, and all that you are yet to be. So mazel tov to you. We'll leave this on here, and then afterward, don't forget it. Okay, so come back and get it. And tomorrow morning, 10:30, we really look forward. What an awesome Shabbat, too. Acharei Mot Kedoshim. That Shabbat where we read the holiness code. And reminded also that all of us are holy. And especially you, William, you are very holy and very special. So thank you so much for sharing in this wonderful experience with us. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. You're welcome. I'll let you go back down to your seats. Well, we get to also celebrate in all of life's joys. So we have a bar mitzvah. And then we get to celebrate also new life. So how wonderful for us to be able to welcome together a beautiful little baby, Marnie Hope. I hope that Marnie, will you please come forward and bring your parents, Aaron and Mindy, along with, and how about Nathan too? Where's Nathan? The big brother. Nathan, you want to come up here and join us? Come on up, kiddo. As we get to welcome her into the covenant of the Jewish people, she is also the granddaughter of Lou Siegler, the president of our Brotherhood. So, wow. Hello, Marnie. Oh, you woke up. Hi. She's going to keep staring at Mom. This is awesome. Hello, gorgeous. Nathan, how are you? It's so good to see you. Yeah. You know what, Nathan? Here's what we want to do. See, there's a camera that's right up there. Do you see it way up high? Can you wave up there and say, hi, Grandma. Grandma Karen, hi, Shabbat Sholom. Mwah. Okay, and anybody else who's streaming in? Yeah. So we get to celebrate welcoming this beautiful daughter into the covenant of the Jewish people. And we say, Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. Blessed be the one who comes in the name of the eternal God. Hinei nachalat Adonai banim sachar pri habaten. Behold, children are a heritage of Adonai. The fruit of the womb is a precious reward.
And a chassid taught, each child carries its own unique blessing into the world. Our God and God of all generations, we thank you for all of our blessings, for the mystery and rejoicing of life, for sustenance and friendship, for Torah and mitzvot, for companionship and love, and yet especially for the joy and sacred privilege of parenthood.
Adonai, our God, grant unto Mindy and to Aaron wisdom to teach their daughter Torah, knowledge to rear her with a generous love for all human beings, and sensitivity to nourish the full flowering of her potential. Be praised, O eternal source of life. So Mindy, if you'll come forward, right here, there you go. Here you go. If you will go ahead and just read right here.
Adonai, our God, with thanksgiving for the birth of our child, we express our joy and gratitude. May we fulfill the task of teaching our daughter to care about her heritage and to live by the values and ideals of her tradition.
Great. And Aaron, if you will go ahead and please read for us right here. Yeah. Sit up there.
With wisdom and love, may we nurture in our daughter and yearning to wear the crown of a good name. Grant to her years of harmony and peace.
Awesome. And together, if both of you will read this one right here.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You remember the covenant.
Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, kayemet hayalda hazot la'aviha ul'ima. Our God and God of our people, sustain this beautiful little girl. Sustain this child. Let her be known in the house of Israel by the name Miriam Tikva, bat Aharon David v'liba Masha. I'm very partial to the name Tikva, because our daughter also has that beautiful middle name too. That hope, that beautiful name of hope. You are truly the hope of our future, of hope of our world. Oh my goodness, and with eyes like that, so wide open, taking it all in, and taking in her wonderful big brother. Are you going to be teaching her all sorts of new things? Yay! Do you help take care of your baby sister? Wow, that's pretty amazing, Nathan. That's a huge responsibility. So we give thanks to God also for you as the big brother, for all that you get to teach your big sister, who she is, or your baby sister, who she is looking at you very intently. So, as she has been brought into the covenant of our people, so may she attain the blessings of Torah, of chuppah, and a life of good deeds. Cantor, if you will, right here.
May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Leah, and Rachel, bless this child. May her father and her mother have the privilege of raising her, educating her, and encouraging her to attain wisdom. May her hands and her heart be faithful in serving God. And let us say,
Amen. What I would like to do is take my talit. I'm going to make you guys stand really, really close to each other. All right, here we go. And I'm going to wrap this whole family in my talit. Nathan, can you do me a favor? Hold on to it right there. You got it? Can you hold on to it? Okay, I'll put it right here. All right. As we get to bless you. Hi. As we get to bless you now with words of Torah.
Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and watch over you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yihuneka.
May God's light shine on you, in you, and through you. And may God be truly gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May you always, Miriam Tikva, know peace and know God's presence always with you. And may God grant you a life that is filled with good health, with happiness, and with peace, with shalom. Kain Yehi Ratzon, may this be God's will, and let us say,
Amen.
Amen. Mazel tov. I want to invite Papa, come here. Did we go by Papa? What are you? Huh? Grandpa, come on up. Come give these wonderful kids a nice big hug and kiss. There we go. As we get to join together and sing, Simin Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, and Simin Tov, Simin Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, and Simin Tov, Simin Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, and Simin Tov, Yehi Lanu, Yehi Lanu, Yehi Lanu, Ulecho Yisrael, Yehi Lanu, Yehi Lanu, Ulecho Yisrael, Yehi Lanu, Yehi Lanu, Ulecho Yisrael, Yehi Lanu, Yehi Lanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Mazel tov. Yes, oh, absolutely. Exactly, because, we have your whole family that is here. So, wait, Nathan, I need your help. Nathan, come here. Come here. Come over here to me. Come here. Oh, okay, can you help me, please? Because you have a whole bunch of family who's here. Who else is here in the back there? Now, is that Safta? So, Grandpa goes by Grandpa. Does Safta and Saba, is that what they go by, or what do they go by? Saba and Safta? Can you say hi to Saba and Safta? Yay! Hi. Who else is here? Is Uncle Jeff here? Yeah? How about your cousins? Who are your cousins that are here? Oh, well, hi, guys. Awesome. Well, thank you. So, Mazel Tov. We are so grateful. Thank you so much for sharing in this great, joyous time. All right. You ready to go back with Mommy and Daddy? Perfect, because I got to keep Grandpa here because now he has to work. All right, Mazel Tov. You're welcome. Absolutely. Lou, I give it to you now because you get to bring your greetings as our Brotherhood president. Shabbat Shalom. Mazel Tov. Thank you very much.
They told me these are words of welcome tonight, and that's what I want to do. I want to welcome everybody and thank everyone for being here tonight to help us, the Brotherhood, celebrate Brotherhood Shabbat. Those who know me know I don't like long speeches, so you're not going to get one tonight. You're going to get a real quick, short, welcoming speech. I wanted to look up and see what the definition of brotherhood was before I got into this, and it's the condition or quality of being a brother or brothers and engaging in sharing a common interest or quality, and a belief that all people should act with warmth and equality toward one another regardless of differences. Now, if I were to tell you that the Brotherhood had no differences, whenever we discuss something, I'd be fooling myself and you together. So we are. Brotherhood is not a secret organization. The TBS Brotherhood is well known. We advertise on the TBS website. We wear shirts that say Brotherhood on them. I even have a baseball cap I got made up that says Temple Brotherhood, which I probably wear when I'm out in the street. It's not a private club. It's open to every male member of TBS. Okay, and you don't have to be a member of TBS to be a member of Brotherhood. You can be, from another, temple if you wanted to join our Brotherhood. You're welcome. Brotherhood's main purpose is to support the temple youth. We talked about it a moment ago. We support it with our activities, with our contributions to the preschool and to the Hebrew school, in equipment, supplies, help. This year we're starting a program with scholarships for four students in the school that will have to qualify to get one, but we'll be giving away a scholarship, a small scholarship. It's not going to help the parents defray the cost of sending a kid to a school, but it'll be some money in their pocket when they get there. Those of you who have eaten hamburgers and hot dogs at the various events that we've had, it's the Brotherhood members that come out and cook them for you. And we're proud to do that. Brotherhood also gets involved with the Yom HaShoah candle program. We acquire them, we package them, and we distribute them to the members of the temple who are kind enough to take them and light a candle in remembrance of somebody who's passed away, during the bad years of our lives. Brotherhood is not me. It's not any one of us. It's all of us. It's all the male members. And when we've had Brotherhood functions where we've had ladies attend to. Brotherhood, I didn't talk about, but we try to run a card game, a poker game once, this is a plug, we try to run a poker game once on the fourth Thursday of the month here in the social hall. It's open to anybody who wants to play. Just bring your money, come and play. We take it with a smile. I just want to thank everybody, though, who has supported Brotherhood in the past and who will continue to support Brotherhood in the future. At the end of our meal tonight, Rabbi thanked me for representing the Brotherhood for pulling this together, but I would be remiss if I didn't thank Randy Sherman for pulling this together. Randy has done this for a number of years, more years than I have been a member of the temple, and each year it gets better and better, and tonight was no exception. It was a great evening. I want to thank Randy for your efforts. I'll be around. Anybody, that's the end of my speech. I'll be around. I'll be back here one more time. I have one more pleasant thing to do a little later, so bear with me, and I will be back here. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
Throughout our service, our Brotherhood will be sharing wonderful readings, thought-provoking readings that, just as Lou had shared with us, that Randy has found and put together for us on this wonderful evening. So allow yourselves to be able just to be present and to listen to these wonderful inspirational readings and take with you the nuggets of wisdom and inspiration. So it is my honor to call forward at this time Randy Sherman to please come and to share with us this first moment of blessing.
On this Brotherhood Shabbat, we enter this sanctuary to unite in worship. We come unto you, O God, ever mindful that you have created all people. And Cain spoke unto Abel his brother. And it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. And God said to Cain, Where is Abel, your brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? We pray as our ancestors before us that God will give guidance to our minds and hearts as we seek by our acts of daily living to answer the eternal question. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am my brother's keeper. Through our prayers, we can bring God near to us. We can come to understand God's role in the universe, and we can be led to live in such a way that all people will know that God is one. May our endeavors, our study, our prayer, our interactions help us to achieve these goals.
We turn now to page 20, welcoming Shabbat Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi, Lecha Kala, Yalala, Yalala, Yalala.
בני שבת נקבלה לחדותי לקראת כלה יללה 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 בני שבת נקבלה שמור וזבוא ודיבור אחד השמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשם ותפארת ולתהילה לחדותי לקראת כלה יללה 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 בני שבת נקבלה לחדותי לקראת כלה יללה 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 בני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי מקור הברכה בראש מקדם
נסוכם סוף מעשה
במחשבה תחילה
לחדותי
לקראת כלה יללה 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 בני שבת נקבלה לחדותי לקראת כלה יללה 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 בני שבת נקבלה. Verse 5 התעוררי התעוררי העורק ומאורי אורי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לחדותי לקראת כלה יללה 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 בני שבת
נקבלה לחדותי לקראת כלה יללה יללה
Come in and join us.
בני שבת
נקבלה
בואי בשלום עטרת בלם גם בשמחה ובצום עולם תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלם לחדותי לקראת כלה יללה 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 בני שבת
נקבלה לחדותי לקראת כלה יללה יללה יללה
בני
שבת נקבלה.
It's my honor to call forward now Arnold Sugarman, Mitch Cohen, and Scott Singer. Here you go. I have it right here too.
For 6 days I have been a warrior. Like David, I went to battle against giants. Only my battles were waged with other commuters on the road and with my competitors, and even with my customers. I led an army of subordinates, and we reported to 4-star bosses. For 6 evenings I have been a warrior. The battles rage on in my own camp. Only now I found myself fighting bills and chores. I was losing the battle against time. Finally, a truce has been called. Its name is Shabbat, and it has arrived not a moment too soon. The noise of the war of life has dimmed. Calmness is settling in around me, and perhaps I will calm down before this Shabbat is over. God, over this Shabbat, allow me to make peace with my giants and with myself.
The higher goal of spiritual living is not to amass a wealth of information, but to face sacred moments. In a religious experience, for example, it is not a thing that imposes itself on man, but a spiritual presence. What is retained in the soul is the moment of insight rather than the place where the act came to pass. A moment of insight is a fortune, transporting us beyond the confines of measured time. Spiritual life begins to decay when we fail to sense the grandeur of what is eternal in time.
Chatzi Kaddish, page 26.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
גלמה דברכותי וימליך מלכותי. בחיי כל יום אחד ובחיי כל בית ישראל. בעגלה ובזמן קריב ימרו.
Amen.
יש
רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעולם לעולמיה. יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה, ויתהלל שמי דקודשה.
ברכו.
לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה.
תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירם בעלמא.
וימרו.
Amen.
Rabbi Chaim of Sanz used to tell this parable. A man, wandering lost in the forest for several days, finally encountered another. He called out, "Brother, show me the way out of this forest." The man replied, "Brother, I too am lost. I can only tell you this. The ways I have tried lead nowhere. They have only led me astray. Take my hand and let us search for the way together." Rabbi Chaim would also add, "So it is with us. When we go our separate ways, we may go astray. Let us join hands and look for the way together."
So we rise now for Baruch, page 28.
Adonai HaMevorach.
If will you please lead us in our next reading?
Number 5.
There are days when we seek things from ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain. On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. On the Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we act as if we care nothing for the right of others. On Shabbat, we are reminded that justice is our duty and a better world our goal. Therefore, we welcome Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace.
Page 33 in our prayer books. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and a living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Continue chanting Ve'ahavta, page 36.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם
Adonai Elohechem Emet. I'd like to invite forward Steve Sherman and Steve Friedman to please come forward for our next readings.
These quiet moments of Shabbat open my soul. Blessed with another week of life, I give thanks to the Eternal who creates and sustains us. For all the good I have known during the days that have passed, I am very grateful. I know I have not always responded with my best effort, but often I did earnestly try. I have tried to give my family love and devotion, and I pray that I may grow more loving as the years pass. Even as I regret my weaknesses, I rejoice in my accomplishments. Let these achievements, O God, lead to many others. May I be blessed on each Shabbat with a sense of having grown in goodness and compassion. There have been times when I endeavored to help those in need. Now I ask only that I be able to help do more. Let my actions testify to my worth as your partner in creation. More and more, let me find my life's meaning in the working with others to bless our lives by making this a better world.
Amen. As we continue with Mi Chamocha, page 40.
Ya la la la, ya la 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 la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Yet mi chamocha, ba'eni madonai, mi kamocha, nehtar b'kodesh, noratehi. La la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai.
This night's Shabbat is special for Brotherhood. We have an opportunity to show the sacredness and spirituality with each other. Although we do not often express it in words, as we will tonight, nevertheless we feel it. And more importantly, our Brotherhood members demonstrate it through our actions all year long. Through our worship tonight, we give voice to this, and together we share the voice with you, our community. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. And continued good healing, my friend.
Hip replacement. A month ago.
And you are dancing more and more, and especially not only inside but outside as well. And especially we dance with the wonderful remembrance and observance of Shabbat V'Shamru, page 44.
Israel, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Israel ve'ashabat, la'asot et ha'shabat le'dorotam le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim Asa Adonai,
prepare ourselves for the Amidah, we invite forward once again Lou Siegler to come and to lead us in this prayer that will inspire us as we enter into these moments of holiness, times for us to be with God, even though we're amongst this wonderful community, amongst one another, close to one another. Amidah is that time to also have that one-on-one interpersonal relationship and discussion with God as well. So, Lou.
There is a holiness when we strive to be true to the best we know. There is holiness when we are kind to someone who cannot possibly be of service to us. There is holiness when we promote family harmony. There is holiness when we forget what divides us and remember what unites us. There is holiness when we are willing to be laughed at for what we believe. There is holiness when we love, truly, honestly, and unselfishly. There is holiness when we remember the lonely and bring cheer to a dark corner. There is holiness when we share our bread, our ideas, and our enthusiasm. There is holiness when we gather together to reach God through prayer.
As we join together, we rise on page 46 for our Amidah. No problem. Cool. Now let's take that one.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufia gitehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני העפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Please be seated. It's my honor to call forward as we continue within our Amidah Glenn Silverman and Sylvan Swartz.
Judaism is to me something akin to oxygen. It is a vital, life-giving, fundamental part of my everyday existence, central to everything that I can become, and yet it is so second nature that rarely do I stop to consider its full meaning and importance. The fact is, most of the time, it, like breathing air, is something of which I rarely take conscious notice. Yet, taking a step back and really evaluating its importance, I know it is something I constantly carry with me and lean on for support.
Where has this week vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover anything from it? The joy of life, the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished? Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain, the sting of defeat, the heaviness of boredom? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, Shabbat abide. Help me to withdraw for a while from the flight of time, contain the retreat of the hours and days from the grasp of frantic life. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into quiet world this day. On this day, Shabbat abide.
Amen.
Amen.
So we continue on page 60, Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon b'chol Shalom, Ki atahu melech Adon, b'chol Shalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levavet et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה לשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
As I invite forward Matt Cohen to lead us and to prepare us for these moments of Mishaberach.
When my brother suffers, I will comfort him. When my brother prospers, I will rejoice with him. When my brother is lonely, I will seek him out. When my brother seeks solitude, I will respect his right to privacy. When my brother is attacked, I will defend him. When my brother is oppressed, I will relieve him. When my brother is needy, I will gladly give to him. When my brother gives unto me, I will accept graciously from him. When death claims my brother, as death must come to all, I will pray to God, creator of life, and thank God for the fellowship of my brother's days and for the memory of his goodness.
We think about all those in our lives who are in need of healing of mind, body, and spirit. I invite you, as I face in your direction, if there are those who we would like to include in a prayer of Mishaberach, a prayer of healing for any person, anyone of any faith, any tradition, I invite you to share their names with us. Now, I understand, too, that we don't have eyes in the back of our head, and so sometimes, we will hear multiple names happening at the same time. That's okay. We allow those names to mix and mingle together within all of our prayers for healing. So as I face in your direction, please go ahead and call out those names of those who are in need of healing.
Rory Reinbold, Randy Newell.
משבח אבותינו ואמותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, שרה רבקה, רחל ולאה, הוא יברך את החולים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ימלא רחמים עליהם. May the blessed one, Holy One, be filled with compassion for the health of all of those to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them all a complete renewal of body and spirit. And let us say together, Amen.
Amen.
Take some moments now for silent prayer. So who knew that this Shabbat, that this day, is National Storytelling Day. I was really excited about that one. So I thought about it for a moment and I was like, okay, well, what would be an appropriate story for tonight? What would be an appropriate story for this Brotherhood Shabbat? Then a story about two brothers. Two brothers living in Eretz Yisrael. One brother lived all by himself, but he was very happy, very content. And a second brother who had a family, many children, and he too, very happy, very content. The two brothers had their own plots of land, and on that land they grew wheat. And then came the time for harvest, and what did these two brothers do? They go ahead and they harvest their wheat, and both of them start to think, says the brother who lives by himself, my brother has so many mouths to feed, so many to take care of. And I live all by myself. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take some of my wheat and I'm going to take it to him. And I'll share it with him. I won't tell him because if I tell him, he won't accept it. So I'm going to go and take some of my wheat and I will add it to his pile. The other brother, with all of the family, he thinks to himself, my brother who lives all by himself, yes, he seems very happy, very content, but he lives all by himself. I have all these wonderful children who will take care of me when I am older. They will be there, they will bring me in, they will feed me, they'll house me, it'll be wonderful. That's what you're supposed to do, just so you know, you're very clear that, some point you take care of your parents in the manner in which they become accustomed. Okay, we'll see if he follows that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take some of my wheat and I'm going to share it with my brother so that way he can sell more of it and he can have more savings. So the two brothers, in the middle of the night, they gather together some of their wheat and they take it over to the other brother's storehouse. And they place it inside each other's storehouse. They quietly leave, they go back home. And in the morning, the two brothers, when they wake up, they go to their storehouse and they look and they're like, how did this happen? My storehouse is exactly the same as what it was last night. I know I took some over to my brother's. So the next night, they do the exact same thing. They get up in the middle of the night. Each brother takes some of their wheat. They carry it, they take it to the other brother's storehouse, they put it inside, they quietly slip away, they go to sleep. The next morning they get up, they go to their storehouse and they look and they're like, okay, this is crazy. I know, I took some of this wheat, I moved it to my brother's house, but my pile is exactly the same. What in the world is going on? So they do this again, night after night after night, until finally, because they started doing this, by the way, at the new moon. The new moon, barely any moon, barely any light. Well, 2 weeks later, during the full moon, here go the brothers, wheat in their arms, taking it to each other's storehouses. And there, right midpoint between each other's plots of land, the brothers meet each other, and they look at one another, and they realize what's been going on for the past couple of weeks. They drop their wheat, and there they embrace each other. And there a great light comes forth. God looks down at this place where these brothers meet, this place where these brothers realize how they have been caring for one another, how they have been loving one another and making sure that the other is well taken care of. And it is at that spot where these brothers meet that God says, this is the place where my mikdash, where my temple will be built, on this spot of brotherly love. Well, there are many moments of brotherly love that we have here at our congregation, and we are very fortunate of that. Many moments where our brothers, our brotherhood care for one another. They take care of each other in times of need, but not only each other. They take care of us. They take care of our whole congregation. And so for that, there is a great light that shines, and that is the light of our brotherhood, to which we are truly grateful. May that light continue to shine today and always, and may we always remember that yes, we are there to take care of one another today and always, and that light will continue to shine, God's light, today, tomorrow, and forever. And let us say, Amen. And it is our brotherly love that we get to share also moments of joy. Lou, I'm going to ask you to come forward once again. I know you put yourself all the way back. Get back here again. At this time, I'm going to invite Arnie Sugarman to come forward. Two brothers embracing in the night, realizing, wait a minute, no wheat, but there's pancakes involved. There's wheat, I promise. Okay, yeah, but I get to look forward to it. So with that, Lou, go ahead.
Thank you. Let me get my, okay. One of the nice tasks that not I as president have, but as a member of Brotherhood, is to be able to make a presentation tonight. And I have that honor because previously I was a recipient, and typically the recipient presents to the new recipient. The previous recipient presents to the new recipient. Brotherhood, Temple Beth Sholom Brotherhood is a member of the Men of Reform Judaism. And the Men of Reform Judaism each club picks a member of its organization to be acknowledged as Man of the Year. As I said, I was fortunate the previous year, and this year, Arnold Sugarman is the Man of the Year recipient. On March 10th of this year at Temple Beth Tikva, we had the collection of all temples in the Western region. It's Men of Judaism West, so it's from Texas to, I think, Hawaii, and from Mexico up north. I don't even remember. Steve will remind me of the boundaries later, but he always does. But in any case, we had temples from all over California and other states, and each organization had somebody stand up and introduce their recipient. And I was fortunate to be able to introduce Arnold. And I just want to read very briefly some of the things that we said about Arnold that night. And Arnold Sugarman left Toledo, Ohio for the sunny climes of California in 1962. He met his future wife, Michelle, at a Hillel event at Cal State Los Angeles a year later. Arnold spent most of his career in the chemical industry in research, product and process development, and management. One of the highlights of his wide-ranging career was to successfully operate a 25-ton-per-day uranium extraction pilot plant at a mine site in the Wyoming wilderness based on a process he developed in the lab. Then, as luck would have it, the 3 Mile Island nuclear reactor disaster caused the collapse of the uranium industry, which led to a career change to Unocal, where Arnold managed the lubricants technology group and developed over 100 lubricants under the 76 brand. When Unocal was sold in 2000, Arnold made another career move to Chapman University, where he managed grants in computer science and project-based science. He retired in 2007 from Chapman University. Not long after returning to Orange County from Northern California, Arnold realized another dream by teaching chemistry at Santa Ana College in the evening division, a position he held for over 25 years. Twice a week, he made the commute from Unocal to Santa Ana College with one hand on the wheel and a sandwich in the other. I think it's something we can all relate to. His interest in science education led to another career as a volunteer spanning 35 years as a board member and president of the Orange County Science and Engineering Fair, and board member of 3 other science education nonprofits. Arnold has been a steady presence as a volunteer at Temple Beth Sholom Brotherhood events, whether it's flipping hamburgers for a TBS event, mixing pancake batter for the Brotherhood's annual pancake breakfast, or washing pots and pans at the Sunday morning mitzvah meals program. He looks forward to reading to the K through 3 TBS Sunday school students and helping them to maintain the school garden. Arnold, one of the things I want to add in here that I didn't have written, Arnold was, I mentioned we had scholarships earlier, and Arnold was the prime motivator and mover of making that happen this year. So if one of your children is a recipient, come up and thank Arnold. Arnold and Michelle have 2 children, Jeff and Lisa, and a wonderful daughter-in-law, Annie, and son-in-law, Alex. They are most proud of their 4 number 1 grandchildren, Isabella, Michael, Lucas, and Gabriella. Michelle and Arnold celebrated 50 years of marriage in 2016, and Arnold quietly observed his 75th birthday on a delightful river cruise in the Bordeaux wine country in 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great honor and pleasure to be able to present the Men of Reformed Judaism plaque for Man of the Year for 2018 to Arnold Sugarman. Okay.
Some of you may remember my mother, Irene Harris. She loved to volunteer here at the temple and with Sisterhood, with no fuss, no consideration of anything other than the opportunity to do the work. And so in that vein, let me simply say thank you.
We conclude our service now. Oh, actually, not quite conclude yet. I'd like to invite forward Mitch Cohen, finally, to come and to also just bring greetings. And here he comes, all the way up here. Thank you very much.
I'm just doing this
Boom.
to make Steve Friedman jealous. Did you see that?
Boom.
Look at
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Careful.
Okay. Okay, so I just want to wish everyone here a Shabbat Shalom. I really, really hope that all of us, as we do, hopefully do every Friday, take time you deserve for yourself, and just relax and unwind. So, welcome to TBS. William, you're going to do great tomorrow. It's amazing. Not only did you come with a band, you came with an entourage. I've never been to a service where there was a whole busload of people that came in, so that was awesome. But I want to thank the band. We've got Jack, we've got Ben, we've got Alan, and of course, Cantor and Rabbi. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And I think it's great that Arnold Sugarman was honored. Any of you that have gone to Torah study, he also brings plants. So we have 2 tomato plants and New Zealand spinach growing in our garden. So thank you for that. Everything that I'm going to mention and fail to mention is in tonight's program. And if you don't see it in the program, you'll see it on the message board out in the living room, which Alan maintains and does a wonderful job, because it used to look like a 5th grader was maintaining it, and now it doesn't. So anyway, so coming up, we've got some really, really exciting things. Of course, we always have Torah study, Saturday mornings at 9:15, followed by services. Next weekend, Rabbi Donnell will be here, and of course with his wife Wendy, and what else have we got? Sylvan Swartz is here. He does a great job setting up great speakers for the Brotherhood Speaker Series, and then this is going to be fascinating. Alyssa was here, but she's doing a Survivor Shabbat, which is described here in your program. And then what I'm looking forward to is June 2nd from 4 to 9 p.m. We have a backyard barbecue bash with unlimited beer tastings and wine. And finally, Shelley Friedman is here, so we have, although she's part of High Times, we've got a barbecue and house party May 26th. We've got a brand new group, so Beth Shanfield isn't here, but she's got a group. Many grandparents are raising their grandchildren, so Beth has a brand new group to support those grandparents. Mitzvah Meals is always in need of lots of great things, and that's a great way to spend a Sunday morning in our beautiful kitchen. And I have to mention Camp Sholom, and I always have to mention Sarah and the gift shop, which is always open, or by appointment only. So thank you very much. Shabbat Shalom, and welcome.
And so now with that, we go ahead and we conclude our service. And I'd like to invite forward Mark Borove to come and to join us at the Ark. As we're going to turn now in our prayer books for Aleinu L'Shabbat, which you can find on page 282, please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות אדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
As we remain standing and we prepare ourselves for Kaddish Yatom, for our mourner's Kaddish.
Dear God, we are bound with very tight knots. They choke off the air and stop the blood from pulsating freely. The knots make us like computers with carefully controlled circuitry. The knots in our brains tie our creativity, our link with you. We follow the knot around in intricacy, but it remains a knot. The knots in our hearts keep us from crying and dancing when we long to. They tie us to the posts of the fences that separate us from each other. The knots in our muscles keep our teeth clenched, our jaws locked, our legs crossed, our shoulders stooped, our backs bent, our chests from inhaling and exhaling the full sweetness of life's breath. God, untie all our knots.
It is during this time when we recognize truly there are those knots tied within us, the pain of loss, and also, though, the joy of memory. We remember those who have recently departed from our community, Mark Francis and Cecil Chakao. We also remember those whose yahrzeits we recall on this Shabbat and during this coming week. Betty Rikus Arshan, Ida Barnett, Mark Brownstein, Jacob Bryan, Albert Seibel, Judy Davies, Rose Fearer, Alan Friedman, Norman Friedman, Stephen Brad Glasser, William Golden, Rosalind Gerwitz, Samuel Heitzer, Arlene Carol Hanyu, Anna Enelo Katz, Sylvia Katz, Pessa Klipstein, Max Lash, June S. Levy, Joseph Light, Salvatore Mayo, Sadie Myers, Ida Nice, Harry Orenstein, Mary Sambita, Florence Silver, Paul Smith, Nathan Zuckerman, Lester Thal, Gil Tokerman, Samuel Waldman, Roberta Wendy Whitcomb, and Florence L. Zimmerman. If there is anyone here who's in the period of mourning of Shiva, Shloshim, or Shana, who's observing a yahrzeit of a loved one whose name I have not called, I invite you as I face in your direction, please share their names with us. For all of them and for all those who have given their lives al Kiddush Hashem for the sanctification of God's holy name. And for all those who have no one to say, excuse me, to say Kaddish for them, we join together, page 294, our Kaddish Yatom, our mourner's Kaddish. Yit Kadal v'Kadash Shmei Rabbah.
V'yalmad yivrach kirutei v'yamlich malchutei.
B'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael. Bagala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'elam olomei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei l'kudesha b'richu le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechemata da'amiram bi'alma v'imru amen.
Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru
Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, comfort to all who are bereaved, and let us say together, Amen. William, we have one more thing to take care of, my friend. Come on up here, buddy. Right here. So we get to join together with a little motzi. Here you go. Pick your side right there. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Go ahead, pull a piece off. Go for it. Wah. There we go. Awesome. So, Justin, our blessings come not only from our hands, but also from God on high. Nice catch. Perfect. Go down there. Go share that with everybody. Mazel tov. Again, thank you so much to our tefillah band, Alan, Ben, Jack, and Cantor. Toda rabah for bringing the music. Let us join together with our closing song, a little hallelujah, kol neshama.
Hallelujah.